Carlos Sainz's recent test with Williams at the Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya has sent shockwaves throughout the Formula One world. His rapid adaptation and impressive performance in the Williams car have not only caught the attention of fans, but have also surprised his new teammate, Alex Albon. Could this be the beginning of a power shift within the team? Before we dive into the details, take a moment to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stay with us until the end. You won't want to miss how this dynamic could shape both drivers' futures. Let's set the stage. Sainz, a proven four-time Grand Prix winner, has arrived at Williams following his abrupt and unexpected departure from Ferrari. His first outing with Williams wasn't just about getting comfortable with the car. It was a statement. Reports suggest that Sainz adapted almost immediately, providing invaluable feedback that has already influenced the development of the FW47. But here's where things get even more intriguing. His performance and leadership have introduced a new challenge for Albon, who now faces a level of competition he hasn't encountered in years. Since joining Formula One, Albon has rarely had a teammate against whom he could be fairly compared. While he was up against Daniil Kvyat at Toro Rosso, his move to Red Bull meant he was directly pitted against Max Verstappen, arguably the most dominant driver of his generation. That battle was brutal, and it ultimately cost Albon his seat after just 18 months. His move to Williams offered a fresh start, but neither Nicolas Latifi nor Logan Sargent posed a serious challenge. Albon dominated both, particularly in qualifying, where he outperformed Latifi 19-2 in 2022 and completely overshadowed Sargent 35-0 in representative sessions. While this highlighted his strengths, it also created uncertainty. Was Albon genuinely performing at a high midfield level, or was he simply benefiting from weak competition? Now, with Sainz as his teammate, Albon finally has a true benchmark. Sainz has proven his worth against elite competitors like Charles Leclerc and has consistently shown that he is more than just a solid driver. He's a race-winning contender. His tenure at Ferrari even led to debates over whether the Scuderia made the right decision in replacing him with Lewis Hamilton. For Albon, this scenario is a double-edged sword. On one hand, competing against Sainz offers him a chance to solidify his place as a serious contender for a future top-team seat. If he can match or even outperform Sainz, he could re-establish himself as a driver worthy of a leading role. However, if he struggles to keep up, it could stall or even end his hopes of returning to the top ranks of F1. Insiders described Sainz's performance during the Barcelona test as insanely good. He reported noticeable improvements in car balance and stability, particularly in high-speed corners where Williams has traditionally struggled. His technical feedback has already influenced the direction of development for the FW47, pushing the team to refine aerodynamics and traction control. This level of input hasn't just impressed the engineers. It has raised the bar for Albon. Suddenly, he is no longer the clear leader within the team. Sainz's arrival has sparked an intense internal battle that, according to team principal James Vowles, is already pushing both drivers to their limits. Vowles stated, "This is exactly what the team needs. Two drivers challenging each other to extract every bit of performance." However, Albon doesn't necessarily need to beat Sainz outright to secure his future at Williams. What's crucial is that he remains competitive and demonstrates his ability to improve under pressure. If he can hold his ground, it will strengthen his case for future opportunities in F1. But if he falters, those doors may start to close. Early signs of teamwork between Sainz and Albon have been encouraging. Both drivers have spent significant time in strategy meetings with engineers, analyzing data, and refining performance strategies. This collaboration could be key to Williams' success in 2025, as both drivers will need to push each other to extract every millisecond of performance from the FW47. Yet, Formula One is as much about politics as it is about on-track performance. If Sainz consistently outperforms Albon, the power dynamics within the team could shift. Williams has heavily invested in Albon over the past few seasons, but if Sainz emerges as the stronger driver, the team may be forced to rely on him more. For Sainz, 2025 represents a fresh start after a tough exit from Ferrari. He's motivated, eager, and determined to lead Williams out of midfield obscurity. For Albon, this season is make or break. It could define the rest of his Formula One career. If he rises to the challenge, he could position himself as a future candidate for a top team. If he struggles, he risks being permanently relegated to the midfield. With pre-season testing in Bahrain fast approaching, all eyes will be on this driver pairing. Can Sainz and Albon work together to propel Williams forward, or will their rivalry create internal tensions that could hinder the team's progress? So, what's your take on this evolving situation at Williams? Sainz's arrival could be the shake-up the team desperately needs to make a leap forward. His wealth of experience and technical expertise offer Williams a new level of depth in strategy and development. However, this also means Albon is facing one of the toughest tests of his career. The dynamic between these two drivers will be a key storyline to watch in 2025. This isn't just a battle for team dominance, it's a fight for Albon's reputation across the F1 grid. If he can match Sainz and deliver strong performances, he may finally prove that he belongs among the top-tier drivers, potentially drawing interest from other teams. On the flip side, if Sainz decisively outperforms him, it could severely damage Albon's long-term prospects of securing a seat at a leading team. Williams has placed its trust in Albon, but that trust isn't limitless. The pressure to perform has never been higher, and both drivers are well aware of it. For Williams as a whole, this pairing could significantly impact their competitiveness in the midfield battle. Teams like McLaren, Alpine, and Aston Martin have raised the stakes in recent seasons, and if Williams hopes to catch up, Sainz and Albon will need to work in perfect harmony, sharing data, refining setups, and maximizing every opportunity to develop the FW47. But can they maintain that balance when individual ambitions inevitably come into play? The early reports from Barcelona suggest that Sainz's input has already helped Williams address critical weaknesses, but the true test will come in Bahrain. With only weeks to go before the first race of the season, Williams must ensure they are fully prepared for the challenges ahead. While the improved car could bring Williams closer to regular points finishes, the way their driver lineup handles pressure could be the deciding factor between success and missed opportunities. At this point, it's clear that Williams' journey in 2025 is filled with both promise and uncertainty. The elements are in place, but achieving success in Formula One requires both skill and near-flawless execution. The Sainz-Albon partnership will be tested throughout the season, and fans worldwide are eager to see how this story unfolds. So, what do you think? Could this be the beginning of a Williams resurgence led by this formidable driver pairing, or will internal competition create more challenges than advantages? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your perspective on how these two drivers could shape Williams' future. If you enjoyed this in-depth analysis of the Sainz-Albon dynamic and Williams' prospects for 2025, don't forget to hit that like button to support the channel. Subscribe for more detailed F1 coverage, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. We'll keep you posted on every development from pre-season testing and beyond. Thank you for joining us today, and as always, we'll see you in the next video. Stay fast, stay passionate, and get ready for an exciting Formula One season ahead.